You know, people often wonder why us motorcyclists dance around all over the road. Well, it's because we're trying to avoid all the drain covers and potholes. In a car you can straddle them quite often. When you've only got two wheels, you really want to try and avoid them. Usually a bit better when you're out of the built-up areas, because there aren't so many of them. But they do always seem to be in the most awkward of spots. I don't think that's on purpose, I just think that's how it's happened over the years. Noticed, or I have noticed over the months, even over the years to be honest, there are quite a few films on YouTube, and the title of them goes along the lines of Triumph Bonneville gearbox failures. I mean, it sounds drastic and terrible. So that's pretty much all the twins. Now, it's actually not as bad as it sounds. It's actually the selector shaft. I think it's a combination of them being a bit weak and not of great design. Now, there is a bit of a hack that won't necessarily prevent it, but will help to prevent it, which I'll show you. It's dead easy and it's dead inexpensive. But don't get frightened by the fact that it says gearbox failure, because it's a relatively easy fix, and it's not the whole gearbox that's failing. It's one component which you can get at without ripping the whole damn thing apart that fails. Now, I knew about this up front because I did a bit of investigating before I even bought this bike, and I took preventative measures, and as such I'm sort of 14,000 miles on this thing now, and touch wood, I've never had an issue. Exactly a pussycat with this bike. I do ride it fairly hard. Now, always think it's more fun to ride a less powerful bike hard than to attempt to ride a more powerful bike. Oh God. People whinge about Teslas when they're being driven like that. I don't think that's the reason they whinge about them. It's a combination of the Tesla boss being a bit of an unusual bloke. And the electric car people banging on about how great they are and how great their cars are and stuff. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't know, I've know one bloke, one chap who I think if he snapped him in half it would actually say Tesla all the way through him. He's not really a friend, he's actually one of my neighbours. So when he starts banging on, we just take the piss out of him now. It usually holds that I only ever see him in the pub, so we're all full of booze. Getting lucky tonight with traffic lights and junctions and the like. I'm sure that'll all change. riding in the winter, I've got the sun straight in my face. Although, because it's the edge of summer, I am running with a tinted visor tonight, so I'm not squinting too much.